Hello wrestling fans and welcome to episode 3 of New Wave Pro Wrestling on the FNX network. I am your not so humble correspondent Robert Black, and tonight we are going to be seeing 2 new debuts. Frank Wyatt will be joining us along with the Hitech, Redneck, Hillbilly Jed, plus a whole lot more. Let's get to the action.
Good evening and welcome to New Wave Pro Wrestling! If you all rise as we honor America in the playing of the national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to New Wave Pro Wrestling Episode 3, right here on the FNX Network. I am Robert Black, being joined at ringside for commentary by our champion, Mark Vandy, and we are ready to roll for our first bout.
220 pounds from Coal City, Big T.
Am I on now? Are you pulling a prank on me?
Absolutely not, champ. Not my fault, champ. Just some. Well, I'm certainly glad to be part of it, and Big T Thomas Moore hitting the ring, and he has got a stiff challenge ahead of him tonight.
Big T is in for a treat tonight, you know. The guy he's facing tonight, making his return to the New Wave Pro, Big Wyatt. You know, I've been in battles with this man. I've been in battles with Big T as well. I know first-hand experience. Both these guys hit hard and hard.
Well, Frank Wyatt, from what I have been told, is an absolute monster, and here he comes, ready and willing to lay a beating down. This is going to be wild, champ.
There's 2 count balls ready to go. Obviously, actually, ironically enough,
Well, I do not envy Mr. Underwood, the guy who's got to officiate this thing, because he's got to get between those 2 behemoths, and I frankly would rather quit. Well, that's all right. We're just waiting for Mr. Underwood to get ready here to clear the ring. Just waiting for these two. I am in awe.
I'm ready for a fight. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the opening bell of episode 3.
Yes, and these two men, a handshake
I wouldn't have done
by
that.
Thomas More. Well, he is a stand-up guy, champ, so it doesn't surprise
me.
me.
It doesn't matter.
Well, he isn't anymore. He lost the Crossroads title to Sam Knight.
Hit him. Come on, Frank, hit him.
Well, Frank Wyatt with a clean break. Both of these guys showing respect for each other right off the bat. I'm surprised, frankly. It looked like Wyatt was about ready to tear into somebody.
He should have. If Frank wants to come here to New Wave Pro Wrestling, you know, I know what it takes to be on top. And if Frank Wyatt wants to be on top, he's going to have to start cutting into people.
Well, armbar and twist by Big T, but Wyatt turned it around on him, and now side headlock. The power advantage definitely in Wyatt's favor. He's a tank.
Tank, I think we've already got one of those here.
Well, yes, that's true, but
Am I correct? They are here tonight in the building, right?
well, I'm definitely going to watch my back. During the VIP experience, I had a little run-in with the Mayhem Ministry, and it was very frightening.
Oh!
And
That's a big shoulder.
yes, and Thomas More got ran over, literally, by Frank Wyatt. This guy is huge.
I don't even think huge is the right word for it. I mean, you can watch a movie on that guy's back.
Absolutely. I mean, there is no limit to the descriptions of the size of Frank Wyatt, but Big T faked him out, went for the test of strength, and went right for the armbar again. Crafty.
Just punch him in the face, Frank. That's all you got. Oh, there we go. Back him in. Punch him. Now punch him.
Faced right into the corner by Big Frank Wyatt. Missed with the right hand, and Big T's right on top of him.
There you
Forearms.
go. Lay him in there, T.
Whoa, Moore just thrown bodily by Wyatt. Whoa, missed with a clothesline out of the corner, and forearms right into the face. This is bare bones, rough action here, Mark Vandy.
You know, and that's what you can expect here in New Wave Pro Wrestling, you know?
Absolutely.
Oh, big side slam.
Beautifully executed by the big guy. Wyatt caught all of that, and I am surprised that he didn't break Big T in half.
You know, and just as I was saying before you so rudely interrupted, here at New Wave, we would like to offer many different types of wrestling. We've got our big brawlers like you see right now. You've got your fine technicians like myself. You got high flyers. We got everything you want and more.
You got that right.
Big T Thomas Moore.
The best action in professional wrestling. Good Lord. What a reverse elbow caved in the chest of Big T Thomas Moore.
Wasted too much time. Yep, way too much time.
Yeah, his arm was out of there already. Forget about it. But Frank Wyatt taking his time, picking his spots, and right now he's got the number of Big T.
Big T. You better use the momentum, kid. Come on.
Right hands coming back. Thomas Moore, nobody to be messed with, but Frank Wyatt again just
not uncomfortable.
Again ran through Big T like a freight train.
Would that be a Frank train?
Well, you could have coined a phrase right there. As right now, Wyatt suplex maybe coming up. Yes.
Right, suplex. Yep. Don't feel good.
With authority for the cover. This could be it. No, only a 2. Thomas Moore in some serious trouble, champion. If he does not get through this within the next 45 seconds to a minute, this could be history.
History? Or history? I think you said history. But, you know, I'm not the commentator you are. I'm just filling in my role here.
Well, I meant history, obviously. And a whip to the far side.
Don't
Wyatt.
turn your back, Frank. Don't turn your back.
Setting him up here, maybe. No, duck underneath.
Sit there, Big T. Well done. Well done.
Smart strategy on the part of Thomas Moore. Tripped Wyatt face first right into the second turnbuckle, and he may be looking to finish this off. Splash into the corner. Thomas Moore trying to finish this off. Bulldog, and he caught all of it.
All right. A little fancy. All right.
He caught the jaw more than the head of Wyatt, and a running knee to the face.
I believe that was a big boot. I'm the expert on knees here, so you leave the knees to me. I'll leave the commentating to you.
I'll take your word for it, Mr. Vandy, as both of these guys fighting to get to their feet now, more maybe with the advantage here, but no, Wyatt coming back. Both of these guys have been beating each other silly. Ducked underneath a clothesline, went for a sling blade, but Wyatt!
I believe he calls that the Axe Bomber.
And for good reason, good night!
Grimace on Big T's face. Yeah. I think it's safe to say I better stay on top and stay away from Frank Wyatt because I don't want to be the other end of that Axe Bomber.
I don't think anybody wants to, champ, as Frank Wyatt giving us a good demonstration of what he's got in store for New Wave Pro Wrestling. Big T is disoriented, but shake of the hand. A show of sportsmanship, Mr. Vandy. You can't argue with it.
You don't need sportsmanship. You want people like me here that are here to win, and that's it.
Well, that of course is your opinion, as Frank Wyatt picking up the victory here, and we will be back with our next bout shortly.
The long contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing at 393 pounds, from the hills of Kentucky, accompanied by his manager, Hillbilly Jed!
Now, ladies and gentlemen, you want to talk about size and strength and determination. That is personified in Hillbilly Jed.
You know, he just as we got done talking about Frank Wyatt, this guy respect that I've been all over the state, all over the country with Hillbilly Jed, and I can vouch that New Wave Pro Wrestling's a better place just because Hillbilly Jed just walked through the doors here.
Absolutely, and he makes his own room as he comes down to ringside here, but he has got a heck of a challenge tonight, and even a man of his size, I do not envy his position.
I mean, he signed up for it. He signed it up for the contract. Let's see how Jed's got.
Well, he's certainly a force to be reckoned with. And he is certainly a sizable, to say the least, addition to the roster here.
Have you ever seen Jed work? If you haven't, don't be surprised when this guy starts moving and getting on the top rope, Robert, because this man can fly.
Current tag team champions, the Outlaw Jackson!
And here comes trouble, champ.
I didn't know if they were here or not tonight, so
Well, the Outlaw Jackson White. I had during our VIP experience, I was set to interview for a Q&A, the Mayhem Ministry, and they wanted nothing to do with me, and I was I'm sorry that I can't be as good a company as you'd wish, but nevertheless, the Mayhem Ministry has been running roughshod over almost everyone in New Wave Pro. Well, I've heard that you have an understanding.
Turf.
Well, it's the old adage, he that has the gold makes the rules.
And I feel like I've made some pretty decent rule changes around here.
Well, right now, Hillbilly Jed set to face off one-on-one against the Outlaw Jackson White, one of the most dangerous individuals in this sport.
You know, very, very few rookies have come through New Wave Pro and have been able to capture gold, but Jackson White in 2015, he put up a heck of a year. You know, he made a name for himself, carved out his little niche, and forever is cemented in New Wave Pro history as tag team champion now.
Definitely, as I've looked into the man's eyes, and he is willing to do anything and everything to win and to keep that gold around his waist.
Money talks, man. Whatever it takes to win, money talks. You win more, you get more money. It's simple math, and I'm not very good at math.
Well, I can't speak for my own skills in that area, but the referee checking our competitors here.
Are those Janko jean style pants that Jed's wearing?
I have no fashion sense whatsoever.
Janko jeans are, because if you know what Janko jeans are, you don't have any fashion sense.
I definitely do not. I can't speak for that. But I do know that Hillbilly Jed has a huge power advantage in this match, and that Jackson Wyatt is going to have to move. If he gets caught in those corners, Jed is going to tear him apart.
He might have the power, but as you said earlier, the ministry doesn't have any building. Where you see Jackson, you see JD, roaming around the complex, a facility, if you will.
You got that right. The numbers game definitely not in Jed's favor.
His new wave pro fans here, they're just disrespectful. He's not a chicken. If he were a chicken, he wouldn't be champion.
Well, left-handed handshake.
There you go, kid. There you go.
Jed trusted the Outlaw. That was a huge mistake. You do not trust the Outlaw Jackson Wyatt as he drives shoulder tackles into the chest and abdomen of Hillbilly Jed.
The man of Jed's knowledge, prowess, accolades all over the country, professional wrestling. He's not one man you want to back off of his side. You better stay on him if you want to win.
Well, it looks like Jackson Wyatt may not have done his homework here. He's trying to whip that big man across the ring, and that's not going to happen as Hillbilly Jed coming back with shoulder blocks. And that's called running into a brick wall. Jed off the wall. Hillbilly Jed outside. The Outlaw. A roll through. Nearly crushed Jackson Wyatt. The referee distracted though. The count didn't go down. Jed may be having some issues with JD, but from behind.
Like I said, the numbers game, they will catch up to you. There we go.
And JD from the outside strangling the Hillbilly across that second strand. Referee is all tied up. A lot of distraction from the outside is going to happen all through this match.
I know, Nikki Mariotti's out here. She's going to distract the ref all sorts of different ways. That's what you're referring to, right?
I'm referring to everybody at ringside, champ. We've got managers, we've got fans, we've got people all over the place. A reversal. Jed.
Nope. He got out of there. Smart man. Run away.
Jackson Wyatt, ever crafty. He didn't get to be a tag team champion without knowing the ins and outs of that ring, and he headed for higher ground. Hillbilly Jed is revving up the crowd.
On the outside.
Well, the audience 100% behind the big man. Jackson Wyatt looking to make a new plan here, get back inside.
If he knows anything of anything, he will stay out of that ring and get as far away as possible. Go after that rolling senton Jed hit on him, might have been out here already.
Well, it certainly would have crushed my bones to powder, but the Outlaw,
Is that a joke on my pale skin complexion there, Robert? Powder? Are you going to go that far now?
No, absolutely not. I don't want a knee to the face, champ. Forgive me.
That's right. Nobody wants a knee to the face.
Absolutely not. But neither does the Outlaw, as he is going for time here on the outside. He wants to make sure that he's got Jed right where he wants him before he gets back in there. As now the Outlaw pacing ringside, trying to figure out any advantage he can get on this
He's not going to get any advantage there.
powerhouse of it.
I told you.
Wait a minute.
I told you. Where you see Jackson, you see JD. Where you see those two, you see Tank.
Tank Oleander from the outside. The Mayhem Ministry is all over Hillbilly Jed.
It's making him do nothing. Can't do a whole lot.
she's not going to be able to jump in there and stop this. If she does, she's just going to get nailed as well. The Mayhem Ministry has done a lot of this of late. They have taken out competitor after competitor. Wait a minute! The mastermind, Bobby Rogers, my regular broadcast partner and former commissioner. And this crowd is really happy to see it.
I can't wait.
Well, somewhere down the line, it's going to have to happen, Mark Vandy. But right now, the mastermind saving Hillbilly Jed, and he has got some. Well, he's got some scores to settle with the Mayhem Ministry, mocking them inside the ring, and the mastermind's ready to go.
I think the damage has been done, though. I think the damage is done.
Well, we definitely have not seen the last of this by a long shot. The mastermind saving Hillbilly Jed. He gets the nod by disqualification. We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Brazil, Indiana, the Pin Warrior, Jason Levi! okay? Get her in that chair right now. Get her in the chair.
Wait a minute. Mark Vandy just hit the ring.
I'd have done the same thing. If I were you, I would have knocked her teeth down her throat for not listening. If I were your man, I'd have knocked her teeth down your throat too. If I was the father of these kids, they would never eat dinner until their homework was done. And even then, they wouldn't be doing homework with my kids, and they're going to be making millions of dollars one day being a professional wrestler like dear old dad. Just so we know, as long as you have that contract and I have the championship title, you don't mess with me, okay? I get that out that's whenever you want it. But you know what I can do to you, because remember what I did to you the last time you were in the ring, okay? This pretty little lady right there, she cost you the title back in June. Are you cutting my microphone up there? You better not be. Listen to this guy, he's shooting jacket on, so obviously this guy is hanging out his Colts hat on when he knows that Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time. And these people know that I'm the greatest champion New Wave Pro has ever seen. Hold on to it when you get on Vandy. I don't like you just as much as I don't like the mindless miscreants in this arena right now. Hey, he's opponent, weighing in at 205 pounds from Terre Haute, Indiana, Mykal Kirkman!
Ladies and gentlemen, an unbelievable confrontation. Well, to tell you the truth, champ, I am absolutely confused. I have absolutely no idea, number one, what came over Jason Levi at anniversary.
She controls him.
Well, there is a lot of psychological fervor flying around between you and Jason Levi both, and when I am...
What happened at anniversary, I had nothing to do with it. When he came out and blasted Toxic and Blake Root's chair, I had nothing to do with that. That was his own mission. He did whatever he wanted to do. Oh, here we go.
Well, who knows what is going through the mind of Jason Levi right now, but sooner or later, champ, it's going to come down between you and him.
That's fine. Bring it. He can, if he wants to step up to the challenge, oh, yes. Take advantage of this. If he's going to disrespect you like that, now, you're more familiar with this kid than who I am. What's this guy's name?
Mykal Kirkman is making his debut here tonight, and I don't envy having this opponent for his first match in New Wave Pro. Jason Levi, for all the problems that he's having right now in his relationship and everything else, he is still a top-notch competitor.
Well, we'll see, you know, what the future brings this kid, but he'll never be on my level. I can show you that much. He may have held the belt once, but he'll never get it again.
Well, Kirkman throwing Levi off the ropes, and Kirkman eating the canvas as Jason Levi is just absolutely vicious here tonight.
That's on track, kid.
Nicely done by Kirkman. And again, taking Levi over.
I told you, as long as I'm champion, Jason Levi's never going to have a chance.
Schoolboy almost got a 3 count there. But champ, you may have gotten into Jason Levi's head.
You know, I never had any contact with the guy outside of being in the ring with him. So if he wants to blame me for his evil actions going on, that, you know, if he took my words to heart, that's fine. But I never actually went to Jason Levi and said, "Listen, kid, you need to go under my wing." All right?
Well,
I didn't do any of that.
Well, Mr. Vandy, this is just a personal observation. As Jason Levi misses that knee drop, he is really off key here tonight. I think I have to say, Mr. Vandy, that you are a psychologically intimidating individual, and that's you may have thrown him completely off balance.
I'm 6'4". Not only am I psychologically imposing, I am also physically imposing. I tower over just about everybody here. That's a fact.
Well, sir, I am 5.5 foot tall, so I'm not exactly
I
the...
think I was 8 years old when I was 5.5 feet tall there, Robert. So we all know my genetics are better than everybody else's as well.
Well, you are the champ. I can't argue with that, as right now, Levi seems to have gotten back in control, dumping Kirkman down to the canvas like a sack of potatoes.
Go for the cover. Do something. If you want to be a champion, go for the cover. Come on.
Well, Levi is just toying with Kirkman right now. It's probably a mistake. If he makes one false move in this match, it only takes 3 seconds to lose it, the referee admonishing him. But right now, Kirkman in serious trouble. That arm, Levi should work on it, and he rams it right into the buckle. He's done his homework. Now cranking back on the arm socket, trying to rip it out.
And that's the intensity we tried to get out of him as champion when he was here. You know, show some intensity, show some fire. No, he just came out here, oh, I'm Jason Levi, I'm the champion, I pay my fans. He wanted to do all that, but I said, I have had enough of this, Robert Black. I've sat back long enough, kept my mouth shut, so I'm going to take action. Nobody else would take action, so I stepped up to the plate and said, listen, I'm going for the title, and I'm going to win it. Well, right now, here I am, what, 6-7 months later, still champion?
That's about right. And I don't question your obvious talent, but Jason Levi is the kind of guy that if you're not mentally prepared for him, he can take you down. And a forearm.
Nice uppercut by Mykal. Kirkman, correct?
Yeah, absolutely, making his debut here. He is, I believe, from Terre Haute, Indiana, is what he was announced as now charging into the corner with a splash on Levi. Guy showing what he can do. Beautiful tornado DDT. For the
win, kid.
Whoa, and that was close. The champ, Jason.
His first match here?
It's his first match in New Wave Pro, absolutely correct. And he's showing us something against Jason Levi here, something I never would have imagined.
Main event at episode 3, his first match in New Wave Pro, with guys like Frank Wyatt and Hillbilly Jed on the show as well. You know, that speaks volumes for what this kid's got in store.
Well, yes, but right now, brought up into possible shoulder breaker right on that injured arm by Levi. Kirkman got caught with all of that. Submission hold applied here in the middle, and it's done.
Right the move.
Jason Levi out of nowhere.
Looks like he's got a little main streak in him now, and I must say, I'm a little more impressed than I was with him back in June, July, whatever it was. You know, he was reigning champion.
Well, we are certainly looking at a different Jason Levi tonight, and he is ready and willing to take you on.
Bring it, you know? Like I said, if you think you can main event an episode here at New Wave Pro Wrestling and then take my title, that's fine. I welcome the challenge. But don't think you can just come and stomp on my territory all willy-nilly and be winning the title on that same night.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the match, champ. Mark Vandy, it was a pleasure having you at ringside to commentate for this match. And we are going to say good night on the FNX network for New Wave Pro Wrestling. This is Robert Black. We will be back for episode 4 next week. So long, everybody.